Hello. Right now I will review the flashcards of the Bible verses that I already have these mostly memorized. I only wrote down half the verse because eventually I'll have them typed out. Right now I use my own handwriting and okay, so I only put down half. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons. Death. Romans 8:38 through 39. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than you. That's Philippians 2, 3, and 4. When you want to accomplish something, for instance, you could look at a girl, if you're a boy, right? You could look at her and say, I want her body. And that is fine. You do want her body. But what is wrong is if you don't want her. You just want her body. You don't want her when you have no caring for her. One example, I get some photographs from women that write to me, and most of the time the photograph is either the full body or so on. So what I do is I crop the photo to just be her face, so that this way when I look at her I don't stare at her chest and so on, because there is no point in my getting an erection if she's not in the room. There is no need to get excited, because as soon as I see a pretty girl, what happens is I get excited uh, by 1% or something like that, because I'm an old man and I control myself. And I want to meet the person, so I make sure I just crop the photo and I just see her face. And this way I get to know more about her than if I am distracted by the beautiful body that God has given her. But seek first his kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew 6:33. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. This one's a proverb. Sounds like a proverb, right? 3:5:6. Proverb 3:5:6. Yes. Jesus answered, I am the way, the truth, and the life. This is from John 14:6. Now I still don't remember the 14:6, but I can get the right answer just by matching the flashcards. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, perhaps. The only part I wrote was love the Lord your God with all your heart, and Matthew 22:37 through 39. One of these days I will meet the person that will help me make the app, so that I can match them with my finger on as I use the application on the iPod. And what will that do? That could make me rich if I sell the app. God is the one that gives you the money. He gives you the ideas. He gave you your brain, right? He gave Edison his brain, and Edison came up with all these things. And the people that are special, like Tesla, Marconi, Bell. Bell invented the telephone. Marconi I think was the one that spoke through the radio waves. Tesla, what did Tesla do? Well, for one thing, he made a pump that has no moving parts. And as soon as the water goes in, it has to be continue forward. It cannot go back. So as more water pushes in, I gotta figure out if it goes up though. I think so. I gotta buy that pump. Okay, what else do we have? Our topic today, I like one of my teachers is a young man that is, he already graduated from college, but he wants to practice his English. He lives in Indonesia, and he mentions the word topic. Okay, our topic today, and then we attempt to stay on topic when we talk. One of our topics was a pleasant memory. I believe that's what it was. Talk to me about a pleasant memory, an unforgettable experience. Okay. Well, here I am in my room. I haven't heard my friends wake up, so I will wait until they wake up. 8:32 in the morning on a Thursday. Yeah, 8:32. To me, it looked like 8:35. Today is a special day. There is work to do. However, work is fun when there are a bunch of people to help you. For me, it's fun. I will contact people. For instance, I picked up a business card from a vending machine yesterday at Walmart. This gentleman is a math tutor, and that's what the card says, and that he works at a school, professor at SSC. I gotta look up SSC. Let's see. And I will ask him to help me make an app. Why not? I'm the one that picked up his card, even though he's providing the service of tutoring for grades 7 to 12, FCAT preparation, SAT, ACT, GED, the ASVAB prep, college math, and so on. I will contact him. And I am attempting to find someone to help me make the app, and then I can memorize Bible verses. Here's a tip for you. It says, the tip is, all right, I had two things. It said, Daniel, don't give so much advice. Stop your preaching. This is from the book by Wallace Wattles. It's free at LibriVox.org. The Science of Being Great. How do you become a great person? You do things. You do certain things. You don't offer advice without being asked for advice, which is very difficult to do when you're a dad like me. What I usually tell the boys or the children is, next time, no, I always give advice. Like yesterday when they were folding the tarp, I said, first, check to see if there's a snake under the tarp. So my son kicked it, and sure enough, there was no snake. Then he kicked it again and kicked all around, make sure that there were no snakes in the tarp. Let's see. The reason, because I had put the tarp to dry on the grass, and the snake, I saw my first snake this year. It was a black, what they call a black razor. So I figured, and I was walking on the sidewalk and I saw it, I jumped up and it flew, It slithered away so fast. Uh, so I give advice. I give plenty of advice. And Mr. Waddle says not to. Yesterday, the other boy mentioned something, and the driver was busy at that moment. So I told the boy, the driver cannot have too much conversation. He has to focus and concentrate. The only way to do this is to you see, some people don't realize how difficult it is to drive. You have to concentrate. You cannot be talking about other things. If we're going to the bank, you got to know if it's on the left side, on the right side. We went in a different direction that I had gone to the bank, but I already had driven to the bank once before, or twice. The bank closes early on Tuesdays. That's why we went again on Wednesday. All right. God bless you. Go help somebody.